the mountain of Sinai still shook with the presence of God. Moses had been on the mountain for many days, hidden inside the cloud of fire and glory. There, God gave him the 10 Commandments written on stone tablets, and taught him about building a holy place, the tabernacle, where he would live among his people. But down in the camp, the Israelites grew restless. Day after day passed, and Moses did not return. The people whispered among themselves, "Where's Moses? Has something happened to him? We don't know if he's coming back." Fear began to spread. They forgot the miracles God had done, the Red Sea, the manna, the water from the rock. Instead, their hearts grew impatient. Finally, they came to Aaron, Moses' brother. "Make us gods who will lead us," they demanded. "As for this Moses who brought us out of Egypt, we don't know what has become of him." Aaron hesitated, but the people pressed him. At last, he told them, "Bring me your gold earrings from your wives and children." The people hurried to take off their jewelry. Aaron melted the gold in a fire and shaped it into a calf. When the people saw it, they shouted with joy, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you out of Egypt." They built an altar before the calf, offered sacrifices, and began to feast. Laughter and shouting filled the camp, but their joy was not holy, it was sin. High on the mountain, God saw everything. His voice thundered to Moses, "Go down, for your people have corrupted themselves. They have turned quickly from my commands. They have made a golden calf and bowed to it. Leave me alone, that I may destroy them in my anger." Moses' heart broke. He fell before the Lord and pleaded, "O Lord, do not destroy your people. You brought them out of Egypt with mighty power. What will the Egyptians say if you destroy them? Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to whom you swore to give this land. Turn away from your anger and forgive your people." The Lord listened, and in his great mercy, he relented. Moses took the stone tablets and hurried down the mountain. As he came near the camp, he saw the calf and the dancing. His face grew hot with anger. He threw the tablets to the ground, and they shattered at the foot of the mountain. He burned the golden calf in the fire, ground it to powder, scattered it on the water, and made the people drink it. Then he turned to Aaron. "What have these people done to you that you led them into such great sin?" Aaron tried to excuse himself. "You know the people. They are set on evil. They gave me their gold. I threw it into the fire, and out came this calf." Moses shook his head. The people had sinned greatly, but God was still their God. The next day, Moses went up the mountain again. He prayed with tears, "O Lord, these people have sinned greatly. But now, please forgive their sin. If not, blot me out of the book you have written." And the Lord answered with mercy, "Whoever has sinned against me, I will deal with. But go, lead the people to the land I promised. My angel will go before you." Moses built a tent outside the camp, the tent of meeting. Whenever he entered, the pillar of cloud came down, and God spoke to him face to face, as a man speaks with his friend. One day Moses prayed, "Lord, if you do not go with us, do not send us from here. How will anyone know that you are pleased with us unless you go with us? We cannot take one step without you." The Lord replied, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." And then God did something wonderful. He told Moses to chisel 2 new stone tablets. On the mountain once more, God passed before Moses and proclaimed, the Lord, compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin." Moses bowed low and worshipped, his heart filled with peace. The people had failed, but God's mercy was greater than their sin. When Moses came down again, his face shone so brightly with God's glory that the people could not look directly at him. He covered his face with a veil when he spoke to them, and in his hands were the new tablets of the 10 Commandments, God's covenant renewed. And children, the people made a big mistake with the golden calf. But even then, God forgave them and gave them another chance. That's how much He loves His children. Remember this tonight. Even when you fail, you can come back to God. He will forgive you, hold you close, and guide you again. Now close your eyes and rest. God's love is bigger than your mistakes, and His mercy will never run out. Sleep peacefully, safe in His care.